everybody. Raise your hand if you are sick of being inside your house. Me too. That's why I thought that for today's challenge, we could go outside. Here we are in my yard. Today's challenge is called the Get Inspired by Nature Challenge. And if you are able, you are going to go outside too in order to complete this challenge. Your challenge is going to be to look closely at the world around you and find something to get inspired by. I took a walk around my yard and my street, and I looked closely at bark from a whole bunch of different trees. I took photographs of it, and then I chose one that I wanted to bring to life in a drawing. If you're able to go outside, I want you to do the same thing. Just look around you. You don't have to look at tree bark. You could look at anything. You could look at flowers starting to come up. You could look at the way branches make patterns against the sky. You could take a look at bugs that are in the ground. You could look at anything you find outside. If you can, take pictures of those things so you can look at them later and choose one to get inspired by. If not, just take a mental picture, like Cam Jansen with her camera memory. Click! And then you're going to choose one of them to try to bring to life through art of your own. You'll get to see mine later. It was really hard for me, but it was really fun and interesting to take a closer look and try to make my picture look like real tree bark. Now I want to show you some of the trees that I looked at. So come with me. This big, beautiful tree in my front yard, I absolutely love. It's really old and it has thick, rough bark. That's one of the trees I took a picture of. Now come over here. This birch tree is another one of my favorite trees in my yard. I love birches, I always have. Take a look at this gorgeous tree. Isn't it beautiful? This tree is actually what I ended up drawing. Here, come on over to the backyard. The backyard right now doesn't look very pretty because it's barely spring here and not much of anything is growing. So bear with me and bear with us. My son made a mountain biking path, little course in our backyard, so there's stuff everywhere. But in the back of my yard is a cedar tree. My kids love to climb it and I think it's beautiful. Take a look at the bark of this cedar tree. Pretty cool, right? Now, come check out this old, gigantic, I think it's a weeping willow, but it's really, really big. It's got to be a couple hundred years old. And it has the most magnificent, thick, furrowed bark. Check it out. Beautiful, right? So I walked all around my yard and I took pictures. And then from those pictures, I was able to choose just one that I wanted to bring to life in a drawing. I got out my colored pencils and I kept the picture right up on my computer screen so I could see it. And I just worked really carefully and slowly for a long time, trying to replicate what was in my picture with what was on my paper. It was a challenge to look really closely. Artists and scientists have a lot in common. They both know how to take a careful look at the world around them. So today, I hope that you're able to go outside and be a scientist and an artist and bring to life some of the beauty that you see around you. Bye!